Welcome to Lion Tales, a podcast by Great Grace International School, where we dive into the lives of our students, staff, and alumni to hear about their experiences and their Christian faith within our halls and in the wild. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, and welcome to another edition of Lion Tales. And we talk about in our lead-in that we talk to alumni and staff, and also we go into the wild. And what does that mean, we go into the wild? We have Dr. Mártonffy Balazs with us, and he is not here anymore at school. He hasn't been here since 06. And so he happened to be here, and we happened to connect, and we want to start. He's our first actual alumni that we want to start putting out on social media. So welcome.
Thank you, Mr. C. I think that's still the designated title I use, right?
That's the designated title. We were just together 2 years ago in Dallas. There was a CPAC meeting, and I just happened to be talking to his mother, and she said, "Balazs is in Dallas," right? Dallas. And so we ended up going for coffee and taking you to Target to get stuff for the kids.
That was great. We had coffee at a lovely place, and then the Target trip was very memorable. Yeah, I was visiting different universities, the University of Dallas, the University of Texas at Austin, and you happened to be at CPAC.
And I was at CPAC.
Yeah, it was of all random meetings, and thank you so much for starting off with the, you reach out into the wild, because I'm currently living in Chicago, and as apropos as you could have been unwittingly, or very well chosen, bon mot to start our conversation with, it is the wild.
It is the wild.
It is the wild. Not quite the wild, wild west, but the wild, wild Midwest on the Lake of Michigan. Yeah.
Champions of the
So thank you so much. It's great to be back. It's a phenomenal institution led by an excellent helmsman at the helm, and it's great to connect again on this side of the channel.
So where have you been? I went to visit you, but you weren't around in St. Louis. And I ended up talking to Swan Zoo.
Okay.
Which was a treat, let me tell you.
Always a treat.
But you weren't there. I don't know where you were. So tell us, you left here, and quickly you went to school, and then you went to school, and you got your PhD. And so...
Right. Okay. So in like 5 seconds or less.
Yeah, well,
okay,
you have 2 minutes.
So Wash U in St. Louis for my undergrad. A year abroad from that in Brussels, which is where my international security, international relations angle started, working at an EU security firm. Yeah. Then back to Wash U to finish my degree, then to the University of Denver, the Joseph Corbeau School of International Studies for my master's, then the Air Force Academy, then a defense policy internship with NATO, then the Ministry of Defense here in Hungary, then the Geneva Center for Security Policy, then started my doctorate at American University in Washington, D.C., wrapped that up in a little over 4 years, taught at George Washington, then came back to work for the Foreign Ministry as the Deputy Security Policy Director here in Hungary, then left to the Ludovica University of Public Service, our big national university, which has the Defense Academy, the Police Academy, the Hungarian Diplomatic Academy, taught there for 4 years, co-founded the John Lukács Institute for Strategy and Politics, and then the Foreign Ministry asked me back to run the Consulate General of Hungary in Chicago and be a diplomat as the Consul General.
And so how old are you? You must be 50 years old with all that. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Right. No, so luckily I age very well.
Yes.
No, I graduated in 06, so I think most people can do the math.
Yeah.
But I am 38, married, daughter, 4-year-old, and we're already thinking of GGIS fair.
Yeah. Well,
because it was great to be here, and it's awesome to be back.
Yeah, we have some alumni whose children are here. We've had 17 alumni come back to teach here.
Wow, great.
They come and they go a couple of years, and then they go. And if you can tell me your favorite teacher, do you remember any special thing about your time here? And then if you remember, how did we prepare you for the next step?
Right. Maybe I'll treat the third part of the question first, because there are two key concepts that come to mind, and one's integrity and the other is anchor. And I think integrity, if memory serves, it's part of the motto.
Morality, discipline, and respect.
There you go. Yes, you know that better than I do.
I do.
But I still, so that's one of the key concepts that I think sticks with you through through your time at GGIS or GGCA when I started
Yeah.
Christian Academy, because that's something that not all societal norms develop in young individuals the same way or with the same priority.
Mhm.
And it was great to experience both as a child, then a younger adult, then a teenager, depending on how you want to define that period, and then in the post-college years, that integrity is incipient, ingrained, mutually constitutive with GGIS.
Mhm.
And I think that's something you learn not as a subject, what does integritas mean, what's integrity, but sort of through the behavior of the professors here, of the teachers here, of the staff here, of the faculty, and hopefully of the students as well. So that's one key concept, integrity. And the other is anchor. More and more in our ever-shifting and upheaving society, we are prone to losing our anchors about what it means to be human, what it means to be Christian, what it means to be an individual who's trying to do good in society at large, and how that means and pertains to you trying to do good in your own home, in your smaller circle, in your wider circle, all that stuff. So those are the two things, integrity and anchor. Key moments. Oh, there's so many key moments. One that sticks with me very much throughout my life was Professor Andy Lavoie's, Mr. Lavoie's science class, because he went above and beyond the call of duty in making sure we get to experience so many different aspects of what science is, down to the different atom models, to taking us to an autopsy, which was voluntary.
10th
it was
grade.
perfectly voluntary.
Yeah.
And having pizza right after. But that was one of those memorable moments. And on the favorite teacher, I can only say all of them were great. The only thing I can say without being too partial was my first time stepping into GGCA back then up on the Makash Road campus, was meeting with Norwegian Professor Linda Matheson on my first day of school. I didn't speak any English. And my parents told me, I have some recollection, but I also have the same feeling which they describe, is that was the moment I felt like this is going to be a great place. Meeting part of your faculty, and she did a great job, and then all throughout. The other professors, Mrs. Lareau, Mr. Shermer, they're all great.
Do you keep in touch with any of your old classmates?
We do somewhat haphazardly. The class I had, graduating class of 06, a lot of us are in different places.
Yeah.
Like so many different places. And when I was in the UK, one connection was made sort of on Facebook, as you all know.
Yeah.
Some of us are in Baltimore, some in New York. So on random occasions we touch base on Facebook, but it's been a long time coming where there'd be a nice alumni gathering.
Yeah,
for
well,
perhaps something
What a great segue. As you can see, 35th. I wanted to mention that you brought up Mr. Lavoie. So Mr. Lavoie, he lives in Maryland, near Annapolis, Maryland, and he will be meeting Mrs. C, Joni, my precious wife of 42 years. We will be meeting in Seoul, Korea. Yeah, we're going to Malaysia. Maybe we'll see some alumni there. We'll go through Thailand, but the big event, and you'll see this pushed a lot, is on December 6th in Seoul, because we have so many, especially Koreans. The school has changed a lot. When you were here, the biggest group we had was Chinese, right? Mm-hmm. Well, now the biggest group we have is Hungarian, about 31%, and then Korean. And then American. We have a lot of Hungarian Americans. So we're really looking forward to that. So we're going to have some meetups in Washington, D.C. this year. You can watch for that. And the big one will be like a homecoming. It's a very American term. A homecoming gathering of alumni here, May 30th. So graduation weekend, the last weekend of May. We're hoping to have a couple hundred. It's been very difficult to find some of you, by the way. It's funny to say, but we never collected emails until after 2002. Some of you weren't even born. But
did emails exist?
Yeah,
before
well,
2000?
they kind of did.
The
So I have a
Hotmail
list.
ones, right? Okay.
Yeah, Hotmail. I have
AOL. Wow.
I have AOL. Ding. We have 1,500 names that you didn't even have a Dropbox on the application for an email. Not that they would still have the same email, but Cindy, my daughter Cindy Sarcatella, who graduated a year,
maybe
06, 2, 4.
Yeah.
She's spearheading this, and she's really put together a good plan, and I'm going to sign you up for.
Yes, please do.
We have a group that is mentoring our kids. So we have some people talking with pilots and doctors and humanitarian people. So we want our seniors to have a 3-month official 3-month mentoring time. It's like 2 or 3 phone calls over 3 or 4 phone calls over a 3-month period, and we want our current students to talk to our former students.
And so we've spoken a little bit about this before, which is why I sort of jumped the gun on this. But I think this is such a great idea, mainly because if I were to imagine myself back in the day being a somewhat brazen and unabashedly unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous.
Luckily, the professors didn't know everything we did, but it was really a time when I think the type of mentorship you describe and the type of connection to an adult, somewhat engaged in society, with credible communication skills and credible commitment to both GGIS and sort of dual anchor and integrity I'm calling about, but also maybe a little closer than the faculty, this sort of mentoring program, I would have appreciated a lot if I were.
Yeah.
Now obviously I didn't mean unscrupulous in today's terms, in sort of spending a lot of time with sports, not quite fully appreciating that the anchoring and integrity effects that GGIS gives into you were extremely valuable. And that's what I meant by that. So I think the mentoring thing there could sort of offer a different mirror, a different connection point, a different lens through which. So superb idea, and very happy to be part of that.
I'm a little concerned when I speak with the 11th and 12th graders right now who are on the verge of graduating, that the impact of AI is going to change the entire workforce, and that they think they're going to university for a certain job, and those jobs aren't going to be there anymore. What is a job? It's information. You have information, right? Well, information is free and fast. So you'll always need integrity, morality, and respect, and you have to be agile, right? They have to be ready to adapt, because that, I think, is going to be the coin of the realm, because who knows where the jobs are going to go. So if you're honest, virtuous, you've got your head on straight, you'll figure it out. I don't know how you see it with AI.
Right, yeah, so the traditional work structure was obviously shifting with AI. I think a lot of what I call AI operator jobs, someone who understands how to efficiently use AI as a tool to make that sense of free information into a product that's needed. Those jobs, I think, will be ready available in the next decade or two, if not right as of today. But I think the fundamental shift is really about, will we be talking about jobs? Will society shift sufficiently that it will be set careers with certain added values? Are we going down different paths? I don't know. It's always fun to talk about AI, but I think the sense of character and the importance of character, because fundamentally society is about human interactions. That's us. We can have AI helping us, but there's nothing better than this. It gets out to more people, but this is where I think humans like to be and like to interact. And this is based on character. And character is developed through different principles you believe in.
Yeah.
So those are the things you can learn a lot about facts and about critical thinking. And those are all super important things. But fundamentally, who you are is as much as about what you know and how you can use that knowledge and what that means, as to how you behave and what guides how you behave. And that, I think, that will keep us human even in the age of AI.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I want to thank you for being here. This is wonderful. It's a great surprise. it was wonderful when you were in Dallas to see you and to see you in America. And when we met in there, I had no idea I would be sitting with you in Budapest 3 years later. But thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Hey, so stay tuned. Next week we'll have another episode. I'm not sure who we're putting up, but we appreciate it. And watch our website, so ggis.hu, because a lot of alumni information will be going up there. And we have a ton of content. We've been very busy. We have a great team on our marketing committee. So thank you very much, and have a good day.